Hey everybody, Jeremy here from Shade Tree Vintage Auto, and as like most of you guys, kind of woke up to some unexpected, sad news, but I also find it exciting. As a lot of you know, Motor Trend has pretty much quit doing any of the TV stuff. They announced today, or most of the hosts announced today. So that's pretty sad, but where I find that exciting is I think that we're going to get a whole bunch more really cool creative content. Now that a lot of these hosts and whatnot are allowed to do what they want to do, we're going to see all sorts of really cool stuff. You're going to see collaborations with people you would have never thought would collaborate. You're going to see big channels collaborate with small channels, and it's going to be awesome. I really think there's a really cool future in YouTube and all of their social media. It goes back creative. All of these content creators have this creativity and this desire to show you as the viewers what we feel that you would like to see. And a lot of times we'll take your input that you give us in comments or anything like that, and we're going to build off of that. What you see with Motor Trend or Donut Media or some of these other big corporations that have automotive social media is they kind of lost the creativity. It's all the money, it's all the stats, it's all the numbers. And so they don't allow the hosts to do what they want to do or use the parts that they want to use or any of that stuff, even the tools. Because in order for said company to use or have their tools as a sponsorship, they have to pay the corporation. So let's go back to YouTube for a minute. As YouTube content creators, this all comes out of our pocket. A lot of people think YouTubers make a lot of money. In some cases, that's true, but it's not off of YouTube. It's other avenues where the money actually comes from. So this all comes out of our pocket, but we get to do what we want. And if a sponsor reaches out to us and says, hey, we want to provide you with this part or this tool and give it to you, we're excited to get that part for free or 50% off so that we can use it and save our money. Where a corporation, they charge for all of that stuff. Content creators love to be creative and come up with all sorts of different things that you may not have ever seen. And that's what's going to come back, because it's going to kind of go back to the grassroots of YouTube, where it all began. And I am very excited, and I hope you guys are all very excited to see all that, because it's going to be really, really radical. Anyway, so what's happening with these corporations is, like I said, they're in it for the money, the stats, the numbers. They don't care about what you guys want to see. They care about what they think you guys want to see. So instead of letting the creator or host, in this case now, do what the host knows you guys want to see because they're actual car guys, all of these suits essentially in offices that have no idea, they want what they want, which is money, and don't even take input in a lot of cases from the creators. So what they've done is bought these YouTube brands and allowed the hosts to continue to be hosts. And you can see the changes. I mean, I'm going to use RoadKill for an example because I'm going to say 99% of you guys watching this watch RoadKill. You look at the early days of RoadKill when it was on YouTube and how fun it was, how raw it was, and they just did whatever they wanted to do. Now you look at modern RoadKill, it's not as raw, it's not as fun. They still do stuff, but it's just definitely not the same. You look at Vice Grip Garage, she used to be a lot more fun to watch, more raw, and now it's a little more corporate. Luckily, most of these guys already have YouTube channels. Luckily, the people, most of my viewers here who love classic cars, started off watching these hosts on YouTube. Then they went corporate, now they're going back to YouTube. You look at Donut, for instance, Donut Media, they started as YouTube went corporate, and now you see their hosts breaking off and going and doing their own things because they lost the creativity. I know James, there's some videos of him talking about that and how it just wasn't fun anymore. He didn't get to do what he wanted to do. And even some of the other hosts on Donut would make suggestions, like real suggestions. This is what the viewers want to see. And corporate would be like, no, that's not what they want to see. They want to see this. In turn, they're losing viewers. They're making, I'm not going to say a hostile work environment, but it's just not fun. And all of this social media stuff, as a creator, the only way it makes sense for me is to do it for fun. So for me, I'm a small channel, 14,000 subs, and all of this comes out of my pocket pretty much. Luckily, my job, DD Auto and Salvage, I get to do some of this stuff with them, and that helps cover a lot of it. But it's pretty much out of mine and my friends' pockets. When it's corporate, you have not only the host and not only the a couple people behind the scenes, but you also have the whole camera crew. You have all of the management, the suits, that they all want their cut. So there's a lot more money that's got to come into it to make everybody get what they want. Going back to YouTube, all of these hosts, the production may not be quite the same as it is on Motor Trend or the other big corporate shows, but you're going to get better content because they're catering to you. They're using their creativity that they haven't been able to use for a while. I mean, you look at Tony Angelo, he left a while back for other reasons, but he started his YouTube channel and it's allowing him to do what he wants to do. And obviously by the numbers, you guys really enjoy it. Look at my buddies, Rust Bros out of Canada. They had the Rust Valley restorations, and now it's just Rust Bros restorations. They're out doing whatever they want, however they want, and it's great. It's better content because it's what you guys want to see and it's what they want to produce. Ultimately, the video, the content is going to be so much better if it's something that I enjoy making. You guys are going to enjoy watching it. Anyway, so I think the future is really, really cool, and it's going to be great. I think you're going to see a lot of big channels that are going to collaborate with small channels, and small channels collaborating with small channels, all of that stuff, big channels with big channels. It's going to be great. And I think that for the most part, you guys are all going to love how things come together. Now, I do want to talk about how YouTube channels make their money. A lot of people think that being on YouTube and just making the content, you're going to make a ton of money. That is absolutely not true. You guys, or we as creators, we don't make hardly anything actually from YouTube. The money that we make comes from sponsorships, but mostly merchandise. And so that's why you're going to see a lot of YouTubers push so much merchandise, hats, shirts, whatever, is because that's actually where the money comes in so they can continue building. YouTube, I think my best month I ever had was like $1,400, which sounds like a lot of money until I tell you that it was like $8,000 or $10,000 to make the one video that made $1,400. That doesn't make sense as a financial standpoint. I mean, that paid for transportation essentially, maybe a little bit more. And that was actually on the Fugitive, the Super B, when I went and got it. So where I was going with that is, as viewers, and I'm not begging or asking, that's not what I'm trying to do here. As viewers, the way you guys can help all creators that you want to watch, you want to see in the future, is to be sure and hit that like button. That like button changes the algorithm and pushes that video to more people. Hit the subscribe button, because the subscribe button, as it does the same thing, pushes it out more. It also, that is where the sponsors look. If the sponsor sees that you only have 500 subscribers, they're not going to send you $2,000 worth of stuff. But if they see you have 20,000 subscribers, they might send you $2,000 worth of stuff. So that helps a ton with these builds, because it's not money going out from us. But the big way that if you guys see a channel that you really love and you want to support is to purchase some merchandise, whether it's shirts, hats, whatever. And you know, you may think, well, all I have is like $5 to buy something. Dude, anything helps to do this creation. Again, I'm not asking for you guys to buy stuff or anything like that. I'm explaining how this works and how YouTubers, for the most part, make their money. I know a lot of times, I've never been paid to go to an event, but I've heard from people that have been paid to go to an event, they're not making money going to that event. It basically pays for the hotels, pays for the fuel, and pays for their time. But they're not making a lot of money to give an appearance. So any help you guys can give, even as just hitting the like button or the subscribe button, that helps all of these creators to grow and to do better and to make more content that you all want to watch. Also, don't be afraid to ever throw in the comments like, hey, I would like to see this, or maybe do something better. I guarantee the majority of content creators really love that input. They really want to know how they can better their channel so that you guys will watch it more. What you want to see so they can make that content that you want to watch. And I've been open to that. One thing that a lot of people have said about mine, and I've seen on a ton of other videos, is sound. Well, I've tried a bunch of different sound things, and unless I want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on sound, nothing works. So be patient, especially with the smaller YouTubers with the sound, because we all agree the sound sucks. But in order to get good sound, it is just stupid money. There were a few other things I wanted to touch on, but basically the main thing is the future is coming. You're going to see a lot more of the grassroots, the originality, the constructive work of all of these hosts that are using their creativity. And they're going to go back to what you guys want to see, which I think is really exciting, because watching it on corporate is fun, but it's not as much fun as watching the kind of raw stuff. The things where people, in some cases, obviously are mistaken by what they tell you something is or how it is. I love reading the comments. Sometimes people get a little bit out of control with the comments, but you can just move on. It's going to be really cool to see all of this stuff come up. All the future, all of these different builds, these different parts or tools or things that you didn't even know existed because they're not like on a corporate level, big sponsorship type thing. There's going to be a lot of really good stuff coming in the future from a lot of channels. I don't know if you guys know or realize, but it seems like there's a lot of channels out there with 10,000 plus subscribers. In reality, if you have 10,000 plus subscribers, and this is over the whole YouTube platform, you're in the top like 1.9% of content creators. So be sure to continue to help them grow. And if you see a small channel that's just starting, that's 1,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever, that's awesome content and everything, be sure to subscribe, because that's going to help them with so many things. Like I said, it's going to help with the algorithm, it's going to help with sponsorships, and it's going to help them grow and create that content for you. I can think of one channel right off the top of my head that I love. Their content is amazing, and they just, for whatever reason, haven't hit yet, like hard, and that's RoadKill Ranch. Their video production is amazing. They do such a great job. Johnny and the guys, great people, they have fun. That's a channel that they need to grow. They really need to grow, because I see them being a huge part of the future, but they just haven't been hit yet. They haven't had that one video to break out yet. And honestly, that's all it takes really, is one big video to break out and for all of you guys to see. And that's where the likes come in, because the likes change the algorithm. if it's a really good video, then you like it and 1,000 other people like it, it puts it in a different level, and it just keeps moving it up the more people like it and making it more viewable. Anyway, again, sad times because Motor Trend is dead, but it is exciting because I really think the future of automotive content is going to change for the better. It's going to go so many different places. One thing I am kind of concerned about, worried about, are some of these events. Now, I know that duct tape drags, for instance, I believe that is a David Freiberger thing and has not been a Motor Trend thing. So I'm hoping that that's going to continue. And I may be wrong on that. It may have been part Motor Trend, but I'm pretty sure that was David Freiberger. Now, the event that I was just at last week, Hot Rod Garage Day, that was a Motor Trend event. Unfortunately, I think that this will probably be the last one. We were there, they filmed the season finale. I had the Fugitive there, drag racing. And it was awesome. But I doubt that maybe more than 2% of the people in the whole crowd that was there, counting the hosts and everything, realized that was probably the last video Motor Trend was going to film. Now, are they going to edit it and use it? That is yet to be determined. I sure hope they do, because it was an absolute riot. And I hope that some of these bigger hosts, bigger content creators will still be able to carry things on like that. But anyway, I really would like to hear all of your input, so please, please, please put that down below. Let me know what your feelings and thoughts are on the future of YouTube content creation for the automotive industry. Let me know what you'd like to see. Let's all, as a group, help all of these people, these content creators that you like, continue to grow and bring that content to you guys. I know I love watching it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun being part of it, meeting the people, meeting fans. It's just exciting. And I really hope all of that continues and grows for all creators that really want to. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and just realize content's going to get a lot better from so many creators, and it's going to be super exciting watching all of these collaborations, all of these vehicles, all of these parts, everything come together, and all of these hosts or creators just work together, come up with things, and all of you fans, it's going to be exciting to see more and more of you at different events, different things. I really think this is going to be good for everybody that loves the automotive culture, the car culture. It's good times are coming, guys. Good times are coming. Thanks again. Have an awesome day.